Well, from Nordic walking in England to bungee jumping in Aotearoa, our next guests are on an epic adventure.
Que tal se você chamasse a sua família?
50 viikon aikana 50.
Since October, health and fitness personalities Paul and Jackie Brown, along with their 9-year-old son Ben, have been traveling around the world promoting sports and healthy lifestyles.
Well, first of all, what is behind this whole challenge? What are you doing it for?
Well, Carl, it's pretty simple. Jackie and I have been in the health club industry all of our lives. You know, we love fitness, we love exercise, and we love sports. And over the last 30 or so years, we've seen a massive decline in activity levels in our kids. You've only got to look around and see how much time they spend playing on their computer screens, watching videos and the like. And there's a lack of balance there. Obesity has doubled in the last 10 years. It is going to double again in the next 7. And everywhere we go, we're going to visit schools and talk to kids and basically say, look, just find something, get some type of activity in your lives. We figured if we could prove to the world that we can find 50 different sports to do in 50 weeks, then surely every family out there can find at least one sport that they could do on a regular basis.
Sports in 50 weeks brings us to Chinese Taipei. We're here for the Yonex Badminton Open Championships, and this is Badminton Week.
Our Mandarin wasn't very good when we arrived in Taiwan, so we had our translator Mason helping us from the start. The first thing we learned was the grip, how you hold the racket, how your fingers control it, and how you change between forehand and backhand in the middle of a rally. It's not just one grip, you're always adjusting. That's where the power and control really come from. Then we started hitting, and that's when I realized how important timing is. You have to meet the shuttle early, stay relaxed in your arm, and use a quick snap of the wrist. If you swing too big or too slow, you're already behind. And the footwork? That was probably the hardest part. Small, fast steps, always on your toes, moving back to get behind the shuttle, then quickly forward again. You can't reach, you have to move your feet first. It felt like I was running the whole time.
It's good to have someone analyse you and guide you because you can't see what you're doing. So
I can see why badminton is so big in Taiwan. You don't need much to start, but it takes a lot to get good. It makes you faster, sharper, and your reactions have to be instant. You're thinking, moving, and adjusting every second. By the end, I was sweating, my legs were tired, but I just wanted one more rally. It's so fast, so fun, and once you start, it's hard to stop. If you're wondering why Dad looks like that...
Okay, so here's the story. During floorball, I copped a very heavy knock in the chest, which turns out cracked some ribs. Good job, buddy. Yeah, I've got to go to hospital. And that was only a few days ago, so here we are in Taipei, and I'm trying desperately to play the simplest of badminton games, and it's hurting like hell. Every time I have a hard dig or a swing, it's like my ribs are breaking all over again. You try your best to push through these situations, but I can tell you now that sometimes sport hurts. I'd like to make one very important point, if I may.
yes, please.
The most important part of our journey, the reason we're doing it, is to inspire and educate children. So everywhere we go, including today, we go to schools and we do a special talk to children about our mission and about how important it is to play sport. I don't think our suggestion is that we want people to try to do what we've done. It's the exact opposite. If we can do 50 sports in 50 weeks, surely everybody can do one. And we realise that in the world of health and fitness, when you get grown-ups who are already in bad habits, it would be much easier if you could teach them before they grew up, so they could have good habits and grow up healthier and stronger and fitter. So our belief is the next generation need to learn how to take better care of themselves, or when they grow up, they'll have problems with their fitness. We want to fix it before it becomes a problem.
The Chinese Taipei Open. This is where some of the world's best players compete. Fast, precise, and seriously intense. You don't truly understand how good they are until you're right here courtside. We're especially cheering for Greysia Polii and Nitya Krishinda Maheswari in the women's doubles. The way they move together, read the game, and trust each other, it's incredible. And what makes it even more powerful, Greysia's journey started just like anyone else. A kid with a racket, putting in the work, chasing a dream. Now she's here, competing on one of the biggest stages in the world.
I remember when I was 11 years old, and then my mom asked me about the same question. Do you want to be a badminton player or you just want to school? I said, I want to be a badminton. I want to be a great badminton player this time. And then, you know, I have a supportive mom like my mom. You know, I saw my elders for Indonesian, they played on TV. And then I was like, wow, I want to be like them. I want to be a badminton player. Actually, I want to be a badminton world champion, you know.